Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are still working on King John, and today we get to hear from Philip the Bastard. Now, Philip the Bastard, after Cardinal Pembroke was sent to the French side to tell them that they don't need to go to war with the English anymore because King John has made up with the church, so he's no longer excommunicated, and he sort of did this weird little re-coronation ceremony, which was completely unnecessary, but whatever. After Cardinal Pandolf has left to go put that fire out, Philip the Bastard was talking to the king and inflamed in him once again the need to go to war, because who wants to solve things by just talking them out? So he was on his way to see the French. And the beginning of this scene, Act 5, Scene 2, we were with the French, plus Salisbury and Pembroke and Bigot and these English guys who had defected to the French side because they believed that King John had Arthur killed. And they were mustering themselves and getting ready for war, and Salisbury was like, I'm gonna go destroy England, which is sad because I was born there and it makes me want to cry. And Louis the Dauphin was like, don't cry, like, man up. Sorry, that was inappropriate toxic masculinity, but that's basically what he says is, come on, get yourself together, because this is actually going to be good and glorious that we destroy England and everybody's got your back. And then Cardinal Pandolf came in and was like, we don't need to have a war. And Louis the Dauphin was like, no, we are all too worked up, we have too much adrenaline right now to be able to just shut it down. And then Philip the Bastard enters, and he's like, by the rules of war or whatever, like, give me 2 seconds, I need to speak and I need to tell you what the king has to say. And they're like, okay, so the Cardinal Pandolf says that Louis the Dauphin is not going to step down, so it doesn't really matter what the king has to say. And Philip the Bastard replies, by all the blood that ever fury breathed, the youth says, well, now hear our English king, for thus his royalty doth speak in me. He is prepared, and reason too he should, this apish and unmannerly approach, this harnessed mask and unadvised revel, this unheard sauciness and boyish troops, the king doth smile at, and is well prepared to whip this dwarfish war, this pygmy arms from out the circle of his territories. That hand which had the strength, even at your door, to cudgel you and make you take the hatch, to dive like buckets in concealed wells, to crouch in litter of your stable planks, to lie like pawns, locked up in chests and trunks, to hug with swine, to seek sweet safety out in vaults and prisons, and to thrill and shake even at the crying of your nation's crow, thinking this voice an armed Englishman. Shall that victorious hand be feebled here, that in your chambers gave you chastisement? No. No, the gallant monarch is in arms, and like an eagle o'er his airy towers, to souse annoyance that comes near his nest. And you, degenerate, you ingrate revolts, you bloody Neros, ripping up the womb of your dear mother England, blush for shame. For your own ladies and pale-visaged maids, like Amazons, come tripping after drums, their thimbles into armed gauntlets change, their needles to lances, and their gentle hearts to fierce and bloody inclination. So it's a speech of smack talk, really, is what it is. He comes in and he's like, that's lovely that you still want to go to war, because King John is gonna kick your butt 7 ways till Sunday. And yeah, once again, we get nearly to the point of your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries in this little smack talk thing. But that's basically, Philip the Bastard at this point is like jazzed that the French still want to go to war, because he's pulling for war to happen one way or the other. So yeah, he's gonna get his way. And as soon as he says this, Louis the Dauphin is like, yeah, okay, maybe you can insult better than we can, but we're gonna kick your butts. And Cardinal Pandolf tries to play the peacekeeper, and he's like, wait, let me speak. And they're like, no. Philip the Bastard is like, I still got some more to say, and you're gonna listen to me. And tomorrow we get to figure out what the more is that he has to say. So I'll see you then for that. Mwah.